Hey guys, today I'm going to show you what I have packed in our hospital bag for baby number 2 for labor and delivery. Let's hop right in. This is the bag. I will link to literally everything down in the description box. A lot of this is secondhand, so I'll link to things that are similar if necessary. But the hospital bag is just what I'm bringing for me, my husband, and the baby. We're only bringing one bag, trying to make it easy. This is gonna be like super minimal, just stuff that I feel like we actually need, and knowing that the hospital is gonna provide some stuff for us. So first up, we are bringing like a document folder. With my daughter, they gave us so much paperwork, and I remember just like trying to shove it in bags, and it was like really important paperwork. So we got one of these just to keep everything safe. Also, we have like our insurance cards and everything in here, so that way we have it all together, as well as our hospital registration forms. So when they ask for that, we have it all ready to go. I am bringing an eye mask. It's very hard to sleep in the hospital. The lights only go down so low, and the birthing suites that are at our hospital are very nice. They're almost like hotel rooms, but depending on which way you face, the sun comes in like straight into the windows and it's hard to sleep. So sleep mask for me. We are also bringing some chargers and an extension cord. These are 10-foot chargers, and this is just a little outlet, but when we were in the hospital the first time, there was only one outlet, so we're making this work this time. And then we are bringing multi-chargers, so that way we can charge our phones, cameras, whatever we need. We are obviously bringing our 2 phones, but because of COVID rules, we will not be allowed any visitors. So we are going to bring the video camera that I'm filming with right now, which is the Canon EOS, with the microphone, and I'll link that down below. So that way we just have like footage and photos of my labor and delivery, because it's nice to have. Okay, so let's jump into my clothes really quick. So for actual labor and delivery, I do have my own delivery gown. This is definitely not essential, but after having my daughter, I hated the hospital gowns. They were really itchy and uncomfortable, and the texture of them grossed me out. I'm really weird about textures, so I wanted to get something so that I didn't have to wear a hospital gown because I hate how they feel. So I did end up ordering this off Etsy. This one is super nice. It unbuttons completely in the front here for breastfeeding and for skin to skin when you are in labor. The back is super low and open for epidurals or massages or whatever. There's a tie on the back, and then the front opens up completely, so you can get like, you know, belly fetal monitoring in there, but it also ties, so you have a little bit of modesty, and it is super, super soft. I'm absolutely in love with this material. So likely, if I know I'm going into labor and I'm like actually in labor when I go to the hospital, I'm gonna throw this on along with a nursing bra and wear this to the hospital. If I get induced like I did with my daughter, then I'll just put this on instead of the hospital gown when they ask me to. No big deal, but again, not totally necessary. So in line with that, I have 2 different nursing bras. They're pretty much the same style. I got both of these off Amazon. The backs have just like regular bra clasps, and then each of them has the little like easy on and off clip for breastfeeding. On both bras, I have the bra extenders already attached so that they're loose and comfortable, and then I can tighten them up as needed, but I wanted to have them fully extended because your boobs change sizes quite a bit while you're in labor and when you have delivered the baby. So I have 2 nursing bras. Like I said, I'll throw one of those on once I'm actually in labor. And then for like later on, I also have a nursing tank top. This just kind of is nice because it has some compression to it. After you have the baby, your belly feels very empty and weird. Your muscles are just super weak, and frankly, your back is just gonna be sore and weak, and it's gonna feel weird. So I like having clothes that are kind of like compression. It's a lot more comfortable that way, especially when you're holding your new baby and breastfeeding. Just finding a comfortable position is hard, and having some extra support feels really nice. So this will just be for after baby. And then kind of in line with that same idea, I have a pair of biker shorts that are super high-waisted and compression shorts. These fit me when I was about 5 months pregnant, 6 months pregnant, so I know that they'll fit me after labor. But again, same idea. I just like having that compression and feeling comfortable. And having some kind of shorts will be nice. I'm due in October, so the weather can really be anything. We're in Colorado. It might be 90 degrees. It might be snowing. We never know with October, so I ended up bringing a pair of shorts, and then I'm also bringing a pair of joggers, and I can layer all these things up as needed. These joggers are so soft. They're like made out of bamboo, and they are the most comfortable things, but they're nice and loose. They are maternity, so they should fit me just fine postpartum. They also have drawstrings and pockets, which is always nice, but lots of stuff can fit in there because they are the jogger style. So if you're wearing an adult diaper, or if I'm wearing biker shorts and pads and leggings, they'll all fit in here. Along with that, I am bringing a sweater because, again, don't know what the weather is going to be. This one is a nursing sweater, so like the side opens up so you can nurse. It's kind of lightweight, but if I need to layer, I will. And it's just super soft and comfortable. Again, textures and stuff just really bug me, especially when I'm in labor and uncomfortable already. So finding stuff that's super soft and lightweight just is a good plan. I have a couple pairs of socks, just some regular ones for going home. And then these are some yoga socks. They have grips on the bottom, and then they have like straps that go over your foot. So they're more like slippers. I'm not bringing slippers or flip-flops or anything. Like I said, the birthing suites are pretty nice. They're like hotel rooms more than an actual hospital room, so they're very well cleaned. I'm not worried about walking on the ground, and to be honest, I showered the second I got home from the hospital with my daughter anyway, so I plan to do the same thing. I have a few pairs of socks, and that's it. I am bringing a couple pairs of regular underwear, although I don't think I'll use these. One of them is high-waisted boy shorts, and the other is more of a low-waisted brief. This is just in case I have to have like a C-section and I don't want anything touching a C-section scar or stitches or anything like that. Again, I probably won't use these, but they are an older pair of underwear, so if they get stained or ruined, I'm not too concerned about it. I am bringing my own, like, Depends. I'm only bringing 2 pairs, but my hospital did provide us with like mesh underwear, and those are fine. I just wanted something that was like a little tighter on my body, so adult diapers will kind of be a little bit more comfortable. I only brought 2 pairs, mostly for like going home, or in case my water breaks while we're in the car and I need to throw one on, there'll be one in the bag. So again, you don't need to bring those. The hospital will provide you with most things that you need, but I am bringing those for my sake. Along with that idea of compression and everything, I am bringing a belly band. This is a postpartum belly band. It goes around your stomach and your hips, and basically it just supports all of that. Once the baby is born, your belly gets very squishy. Your abs are just like not happening. They have no strength left in them. Your back muscles are going to be tight and sore, and now you're holding a new baby and trying to breastfeed it. Having some kind of support around your tummy is going to feel really good. I wish I had had this with my daughter from day one. I wish I had put this on right away after I had showered, so I am definitely packing this with me this time. This would have been a lifesaver. I am bringing my own heat pad. Again, this is something that's not necessary, but my hospital doesn't have heat pads for some reason. I don't know why. And I had horrible back labor with my daughter, so I actually had my mom go and buy me a heat pad while I was in labor with my daughter because I just wanted one so badly. So I'm bringing my own this time. It's super small anyway, doesn't take up much room in the bag, so I'm taking that with me. For baby, I am bringing bare minimum because we didn't need anything for a baby. The hospital gave us like everything we could possibly need. So I am bringing long sleeve bodysuits, and then we are also bringing like a big stroller blanket for the actual car seat. I don't have the car seat up here, but the stroller blanket is in the car seat. It's just a really warm blanket so that if it's really cold outside, baby will stay nice and warm, but most of the time they're swaddled up anyway. So I'm bringing one newborn size outfit, and then I'm bringing one preemie size. My daughter was in preemies. She was very small. And honestly, preemies were even kind of big on her. So I'm going to bring one of each size just in case my son is also tiny. But if we need a bigger size, like if he ends up just being huge, there's a Target right across the street. My husband can run and grab a pack of onesies, or my mom or dad can drop some off for us. I also have a little newborn hat and a swaddle just for some photos of baby in the hospital. These actually came with my robe. Again, I'll link to all of that down in the description box, but these are the same material. They're so soft, and then they're the same color, so it'll be kind of cute for photos. And they'll just be an extra layer in case it is very cold. I'm bringing a massage ball kind of for the same reason as the heat pad. My hospital didn't have them. Some hospitals will have like tennis balls and stuff for you, but this would have been very nice to have. I had awful back labor and my husband was rubbing my back the whole time. This would have felt very good, so we're bringing this one with us. And then I have 2 small bags of toiletries. The first one has shampoo, conditioner, body wash, face lotion, micellar water, toothbrushes, and toothpaste for me and my husband. The body wash is non-scented. Make sure that you pack something without fragrance. You don't want to be putting fragrance in all of your very painful raw lady bits. It doesn't feel good, trust me. And then also because the hospital is just very drying and stuff, I did bring some like skincare stuff. I have a second bag of like toiletry type items. These I may or may not use, but they're nice to have. Dry shampoo in case I don't actually feel like washing my hair. You get really sweaty during labor, so you know, just kind of not feeling disgusting is nice. I have a makeup eraser, so this can go with the micellar water. You can just use water with this to get any makeup off, but if not, it's a nice little face washcloth to wash your face with. And then I have some lotion. The hospital, again, just very drying, so having like some good quality lotion that's fragrance free is nice. I do have a facial spray. This was super nice to have during labor. I actually had this exact one with labor with my daughter. You just get like so hot and then you're cold. It's nice to have something to just like mist on your face. I have some extra like hair ties and scrunchies in here, along with a tangle teaser, just a little like travel hairbrush for brushing your hair out. I have some chapstick, and then for photos and just feeling like myself after labor, I do have some mascara and a brow pencil. Absolutely not necessary, but it is nice for taking some photos to not look like the dead. And then I also have a little like manicure kit. I just get really bad hangnails. They drive me crazy. But also this can be used for baby's nails in case baby comes out with absolute claws. My daughter did, and I wish I'd had nail clippers. I think the hospital ended up cutting her nails for me, but it would have been easier if I just had some that I could quickly cut her claws. So that is what's in that one. The only thing that I'm not showing that we haven't packed yet is my husband's clothes. So he is bringing a change of boxers, some jogger sweatpants, a t-shirt, and a hoodie. He just hasn't packed them because I'm only 30 weeks pregnant. The only reason I packed this early is for videos. But he will just be putting all of that in the bag here, and then we'll also be throwing my camera and tripod in there. Basically, anytime we have a doctor's appointment now, we make sure that that car seat and blanket are in our car, and that this bag is fully packed, ready to go. Because with my daughter, I went to a doctor's appointment and they were like, hey, you're having a baby, like right now, and they induced me. I didn't have any of my stuff with me. My sisters had to like quickly pack a bag. So this time around, I just want to be totally ready. But you definitely don't need to pack that early. You could pack between 35 and 38 weeks, and that'll be plenty of time. Sorry, I have the worst hiccups right now. For all of my friends who are not in the US, or if your hospital just doesn't provide these things, this is some stuff that you might want to bring with you if your hospital doesn't provide it. Mine does, so I'm not packing any of this. This whole basket actually lives in our downstairs guest bathroom, so that when we come home from the hospital, it's totally ready to go and stocked up. The first thing is a Peri bottle. This is just to fill with warm water, and instead of wiping yourself with toilet paper or something, you use this to just spray water and clean yourself. This one is just from Amazon, but this is a little bit nicer than the one that the hospital gives us. We have a bidet on our upstairs toilet, so I probably won't use the one from the hospital when I get home, but while I'm at the hospital, I don't need to bring my own. Also some Dermaplast. This is basically pain relief spray that you spray after you use the bathroom. This helps so much. I think I ended up having like 3 or 4 bottles of this, but the hospital did provide this for me. Also, along with that is some Tucks. These are like moisturizing cooling pads with witch hazel. This just helps keep everything nice and moist. If you get stitches, you don't want things drying out too quickly. It can be really painful. And this can also help with like hemorrhoids and stuff. So those are super good to have. Again, I think I probably had a few of those lying around the house. Along with some different size pads. These are like overnight super pads. For the first few days, you're going to be bleeding a lot. Your body is shedding all of that stuff that it grew while your baby was growing. So having some really thick pads is good. And then kind of sizing down to just like some regular overnight pads, some regular pads, and then like some panty liners. Over the first few weeks, up to 6 weeks, you may be bleeding. So just make sure that you have plenty of options for whatever feels the most comfortable for you. And then again, I have some more adult diapers. These are just the adult Depends. You don't need these. You can just use pads, but I think that for the first few days, especially when you're bleeding a lot, these are just much more comfortable. They feel less like, I don't know, gross. They're just much easier than having to wear your underwear and worrying about leaking. So you can pack that stuff in your hospital bag if your hospital doesn't provide it, along with like diapers, pacifiers, baby bottles. If you want to bring your breast pump, you can. I didn't end up bringing mine because my hospital didn't really have a ton of options for teaching you how to do it while you were there. They had options for like classes afterwards or before. But I ended up breastfeeding and not needing my pump for the first few months anyway. So yeah, that's all stuff that you may or may not need to bring depending on your hospital. If you were going to sit and pack your hospital bag, the first thing I would recommend doing is just calling the hospital you plan to give birth at and finding out what they provide for you. They might provide you with a bunch of stuff that you don't have to bring. Chargers and things may not be a concern. So make sure that you just call and ask. The only other thing that I might add to this is a pillow. Having your own pillow just kind of is nice, but make sure that you don't put a white cover on it. Most hospitals will use a white pillowcase, and you don't want someone to come and change your sheets and accidentally change your own pillow. So if you bring a pillow, bring something that has like some kind of design or pattern on it or some kind of bright color so you know it's yours. And other than that, I think that's everything, you guys. Again, all of this will be linked in the description box, so if you guys have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Face masks. I also forgot that. I'm going to pack that literally right now. COVID, all that stuff. I forgot face masks.